And chant Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, sloka 35 onwards. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Asansayam Mahabaho Mano Dunirgraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Gonteya Yena cha Guhyate. 36. Asansayatmana Yoga Yusprapya iti me matihi Vasyatmana tu yatata Sakyo Vyapto Mupayata. Chapter 37. Arjuna Uvacha Ayati Shraddhayopeto Yogaschalita Manasa Aprapya Yoga Sansiddhim Amgatim Krishna Gacchati. Welcome you to this session of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6. We have covered the chapter 6 already, mostly, where we have seen the different stages, different practices, different preparations, and how to undergo this meditation, dhyana. It is called Atma Sanyama Yoga. How to do the sanyama of the self, how to control the self. But what is the purpose? The purpose is to be united with the self. The self and the Brahman are one. This is what has to be achieved, the yoga. So, yoga sansiddhim. So, in the previous few slokas, what you have seen, that Arjuna raised a question that this mind is very flickering, it's a chanchala, it comes and goes. How to control that? And I am not able to do it. So, what question Arjuna asked is actually a question by all of us. All the seekers, they know that mana chanchala. In one Upanishad it is said, mana eva karanam bandha mokshaya. Mind is the cause of your bandhana and moksha also. Because of the mind, you are getting entrapped. Because mind itself is an illusion. Mind is not a, there is nothing existence of the mind also. Mind is also changing. It is like the Jagat. So that mind changes all the time. There are two aspects of the mind. One which is changing and another which is steady. That one is called mana, another is called buddhi. So buddhi tries to regulate, control the mind, but mind has its own way. Sometimes it gets controlled, sometimes it not. So that's why we say, that mana control, how much of control you have of the mind. Okay. So Arjuna is also facing the same problem. That mind is not steady. So Bhagavan is replying in that sloka 35 that yes, I know it. Or sansaya mahava. Hey, mighty armed, I know mind is not steady. Mind is always moving here and there. You cannot control the mind. Bhagavan also knows. What more Arjuna said there? The mind is restless. It is uncontrollable. So he says, asansaya mahabhav mano nirgraham chalam. That you cannot control that mind. And it is always moving. Chalam means restless. So how to control it? He is giving the points. The 2 points he says here. Abhyasena tu kaunteya, vairagyena cha gruhyate. Two things. Abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa means what? Practice. Vairagya is the written dispassion or renunciation. These two will go hand in hand. Because unless you are, if you are attached to things and people and situations, then you will have many kamanas in the mind. So you cannot give up. Attachment you cannot give up. Then there will be so many things that you have to do. The mind will be going here and there. When you are getting involved with many things in the world, you are not focused. You are not single pointed. The mind will move. So that's why vairagya is required. And for vairagya, also practice is required. You cannot say that I will practice 5 minutes in a day and my mind will become steady and single pointed. It's not possible. So abhyasa and vairagya, these are the two aspects which can help you to control the mind. Okay. Then in the next shloka he says that if you are uncontrolled, then it is obviously difficult to get yoga. You cannot attain yoga. You cannot attain the union with the self. But those people who control, those people who are self-controlled, they are striving on the path. They can obtain it by following the proper means. And this is what Bhagavan said, this is my opinion. This is what I am telling you. So let us go by the Bhagavan's assertion. You have to control the mind. Okay. Now, even though Bhagavan said this, Arjuna is still not convinced. He says, okay, you are saying that this is the way Vairagya and Abhyasa I'll do and I will control the mind. But what about if I get distracted, if some desires come in the mind, what I'll do? Or anybody for that matter, if there is some desires come up and I die in between, while practicing all these sadhanas and I am not able to attain the moksha and halfway through I pass away, what will happen to me? This type of doubt also coming in the Arjuna's mind. So that's why in the sloka 37, Arjuna says, Ayati Sraddhayopeto Yogaschalita Manasa. Ayati means what? Control. Yati means diligence. It tries, striving. Na yati means not striving, no diligence. So, but then here Shraddhaya Peto. Shraddhaya Upeta. Shraddhaya Upeta. Shraddhaya means by Shraddha, by faith. Upeta means he has got it. And Shraddhaya Upeta means he is possessed of Shraddha. He is describing a person who is he has Shraddha for Bhagavan and Shastras and Guru. He has Shraddha, but he doesn't have that control. Yoga Chalita Manasa. Yoga is Yogat. This is Yogat Chalita. From yoga, that Panchami Vibhakti. Yogat means from yoga, Chalita Manasa. That Manasa is the mind is moving away. Chalita. Mind is wandering away. from the yoga. That means he is not able to steady the mind, not able to control the mind. Such a person, aprapya yoga sansiddhim. Aprapya means na prapya, means not getting it or not having attained it. What not having attained what? Yoga sansiddhim. Yoga is yoga, that union. Sansiddhim means perfection, or one can say liberation. The siddhi, sansiddhi, samyak siddhi. He gets his perfect attainment of his goal. And sansiddhi very often is meant the moksha itself. But sometimes you can get the goal of yoga, whatever you have fixed, that you are getting. So aprapya yoga sansiddhi. That means if you are not getting the whatever you have desired, you are not perfect in that. And then you derail. Kam gatim Krishna gacchati. Hey Krishna, kam gatim gacchati. Means which gati? Gati means path or destination or end. Where he ends up. So he is asking Krishna, Arjuna is asking Krishna, such a person, where does he go? So this, I told you the word meaning, the Vachyartha is, O Krishna, a person who is failing to achieve the destination or the goal or the perfection in yoga, what goal does he attain? How does he, on what path he goes? That person who has got Shraddha, but he is not very diligent to pursue the path. You see, any marga, any path you pursue, it is difficult. It is difficult, but if he is not he is not steady in that, he is not diligent in that, he is not, he has a flickering mind. Today he will do something, tomorrow he will not do it. The sadhanas, sadhana has to be regular practice. So if it that way, then that person having a deflected mind, where he will go? Where he will go means we are talking of that gati after departing from the body. After passing away, the jiva, what gati it will take? This gati is that. The path the jiva takes. Normally we say Krishna gati or Shukla gati. But ye gati, that means going to the heaven, or you can come back to this Manusya Jagat also. But what gati it takes? You understand? No? So far we have seen how to do, how to choose a place, how to sit down, how to concentrate, and all that thing has been completed. Now he telling the yoga, how one achieves the single pointedness. Then he talked to yoga bhrasta, a person who is falling from the path. He is not able to achieve. Now he is talking about that. So here, yati. First, what is ayati? So let us know what is the meaning of yati. Yati, see, normally a sannyasi or a yogi who is driving on the path, he is very diligent. So he got a place. He named yati. So in Kailas Ashram, they have divided the place. Which side the yatis will sit, where side the brahmachari will sit, where the sannyasis will sit, for study. So yati is a category of seekers who are little advanced. Okay, so yati is one which naturally yatati. Yatati means striving. is diligent. Ayati means one who has insufficient diligence. Then ayati saddhayopeta. Upeta means possessed of. Saddhaya upeta is possessed of saddha. Saddha means faith. Okay. What is the saddha means? In Vivek when he says, Shankaracharya says, saddha is Shastra and Guru. Faith in the Shastra and the Guru is Saddha. Okay. So that Saddha, he must have that trust. He must feel the trust. He must have trust in Guru and the Vedanta. Okay. Then second pada mein yogas chalati manasa. Yogat chalati. As I said, this is a Panchami Vyakti. That means it's a separation. From yoga, chalita means he moves away. His mind moves away from yoga. Mahesh is studying Sanskrit now class. So he must be knowing Panchami Vyakti. So that means from yoga, from this. Okay. So yoga chalita manasa. His mind has become coming away from yoga itself. Whatever he was striving to do, mind defect हो जाता है, मन और किधर चले जाता है. So he is going away from the yoga itself. And here, that means a person who is striving, yati, so he must have achieved some covered some distance, some siddhi must have achieved. That's why he is a yati. So yati means he is now halfway through, is not able to concentrate. His mind is going away. So when you have the yoga siddhi, that means you are able to achieve your goal. You are able to unite with the Lord. The union of self and Brahman is the goal, right? Is the one that means you have the knowledge that I am that Brahman. I have nothing else. That union, that knowledge is what yoga is. Yoga is not only the asanas or pranayama, it is the main. Because see, yoga is used in all these bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga. Yoga is everywhere. It is not only these asanas. Okay? So this yoga, not what you are talking about, is the highest yoga that we are talking about, through which he is able to attain the liberation, or it is called moksha. And now this person halfway is deflecting. His mind is wandering away. Yoga chalita manasa. Mind is running away somewhere here and there. Then he is thinking of objects of the world. He is going, okay, he'll buy a house or a car or a business, whatever he wants to do, he'll go. So that means he is not able to achieve the highest goal, what he had fixed earlier. Okay? That can be the perfection. When you say yoga sansiddhi, aprapya yoga sansiddhi. Aprapya means he has not attained it, he has not got it, he has not achieved it. And yoga sansiddhim. Sansiddhi means samyak siddhi. Very well achieved. Achievement is very well. Achieved is that achievement of the goal. So, when he is failing to achieve this, when he is failing to have the perfection in the yoga, when he is not able to remove the avidya from his mind. See, the avidya means what? Lack of knowledge, ignorance. Ignorance of what? Ignorance that I am that same Brahman. That is ignorance. Once you have the knowledge means Brahma Vidya. We are not talking of any Vyavaharika Jnana. We are not talking of any transactional knowledge of physics or something, physics, chemistry, maths, or history, geography. No. This is the Jnana of Brahma Vidya. When you have that knowledge that I am that Brahman and there is nothing else. I'm Advitiya Brahman. That knowledge is the Jnana. Anything else becomes Ajnana. So if he is not able to remove his Ajnana, Avidya, that means he has failed to achieve that perfection. That Jnana is the Tattva Jnana. Some people are asking that, Tattva means what? That's the truth. That is a Satyam. That is the truth. That is the Brahman. That is the truth. Okay? So he's asking, if the person halfway through he is not able to achieve and his mind is distracted, then Kam Gatim Krishna. Hey Krishna, where does he go? Here Gatim means what is the path? What is the destination? Gati also destination, Gati also path. And Gati normally we talk of Gati of the Jiva. Gati of the Jiva. After dropping the body, where does he go? Okay. See, Arjuna is expressing a doubt. And that doubt is in everybody's mind, isn't it? A person who is practicing, having some spiritual practices, he has this fourfold qualifications, Viveka Vairagya, Satka Sampati, Mumukshudam, he has got, then only he will think of studying or working on the path. If you do not have these qualifications, you will not walk the path. Millions of people do not follow the path. See, if you have a political, rally, you will have thousands of people. But you have a Vedanta class, you will have only very few people. The other day I visited our ashram, Guruji says, see, if you have a, he also asked the same question. In some of the other ashrams and their, satsangs. Satsang means in the in the meetings, they have people gather in thousands. But when Sinma Mission's meetings take place, there will be hardly 500,000, maximum 1,500 people will come. I'm talking of Guruji's level, Then only will be limited to 1,000. And in others, there are many so-called Babas and Santas, they'll be in thousands. Because this jnana nobody wants to get in. This is difficult. Nobody wants to have some self-knowledge or Brahma jnana. It's tough and you have to practice and you have to give up first. Vairagya karna itna aasan nahi hai. Okay? So, that fourfold qualification, unless you have, you will not get into this system of spiritual practice. And this is what has been described in the Shastras. Sravanam, Mananam, Nidhyasanam. And in Sravanam, before Sravanam also, you have to have this Viveka, Vairagya, Satka Sampati, Mumukshutam. Unless you have that Mumukshutam, you will not study this and go through this practice. But some people having this sadhana chatushtaya and also practicing for a length of time, they become maybe due to different regions, they become dissuaded. Mind goes here and there, or due to some circumstances, or due to some health issues. Your body also should cooperate with you. And if you start at the old age, then obviously it's difficult, isn't it? So health issues will be there. Sometimes some person also passes away. So he before achieving also he passes away. All these are beginners or debuggies on the way to on the path of your realization. So your sadhana is not complete, but the person passes away. These are um, real things. Arjuna is asking a actual thing. Everybody doesn't achieve the moksha. So who does this? It's a person having the sadhana chatushtaya. In that, vairagya is a part of it. Dispassion is a part of it. Dispassion is what? Giving up, renouncing. Even though you may not renounce physically, mentally also renouncing is very difficult. So you give up and your mental condition becomes such that you get involved in spiritual practices and worldly affairs, you give up. Get involved in or less involved in your social activities, in your marriages and what is that, wedding anniversaries and birthdays, all these things. You reduce your social activities, reduce your mixing with the friends and relatives because that distracts you. So that means it's a sort of dispersion, it's a sort of giving up the pleasures of sense pleasures, because you are aiming for a higher ananda, brahmananda. You are not satisfied with its kosana. So the happiness derived from sense indulgence, you have given up. And you have also practiced karma yoga, you have practiced upasana, you have done some meditation. All that, after doing that, suppose you are becoming yoga brasta, you are moving away from steady practice, you are not able to concentrate, you are not able to achieve the perfection. So what happens then? That you lose both sides. Both sides means some people move on the path of dharma, some people move on the path of bhakti. Some people, you do a lot of rituals, you do a lot of dhyana, meditation. That takes you to the higher loka, Swarga loka, or Brahma loka. So that is the gati. That gati takes you, this the Sukla gati, say that. But there are also people, in the jnana, you think that you will go to you will achieve the highest, that means you will have a moksha. Okay. So this is all a person who is pursuing these spiritual practices. He is giving up the pleasure, sense indulgence, and the enjoyment of the world. He is trying to enjoy the heavenly pleasures. That is also deprived of him because he is not able to achieve the highest. So Swargagati hota nahi. Isn't it? Both sides he is losing. So the pleasure of this world, ihaloka, and the pleasures of the other world, paraloka, both he is not able to gain. So what happens to such a person who has already gone halfway through? See, understand, there is a Nyaya. It says, Sreyansi bahu vignani. Sreyansi bahu vignani bhavanti mahatam api. You can note down. Sreyansi bahu vignani bhavanti mahatam api. That means Shreyas, the good things, the great objectives, when you are striving on the noble path, then Bahu Vignani, many obstacles will come up. In the transactional world also, when you aim for something higher, some value systems, ethical practices, you will get so many obstacles. विघ्न तो हर एक जगह में विघ्न आ जाएगा. So when you are moving on the path of the spiritual practices, obviously it's a Shreyas path, and that Shreyas path will face Bahu Vignani, many obstacles, many. You will encounter all the problems, and Mahatam api, jitna Mahatam ne do, you will have obstacles. Same way, any person who is engaged in the spiritual practices, for yoga, you call it any of the yoga, you call it bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, whatever yoga you call it, you will have these distractions, these problems will come up, vighna will come up. कोई भी अच्छा काम करने के लिए विघ्न आएगा, ज्यादा अच्छा काम होगा तो ज्यादा विघ्न आएगा. When you walk down the path, it's easy. When you want to walk the uphill, obviously it's difficult. So a person, what obstacles he faces? Number one, his mind gets distracted. His mind gets distracted with the external objects. Because he is living in this world, he will have an association with the objects of the world. So that way, his mind is wandering off. I want to go there, I want to visit that place, I want to visit that place, maybe Tirtha also. Or I want to purchase that item and buy some saris. All they are distractions of the mind. Second, the person may pass away before achieving the highest goal also. He can die. Or he may not be able to achieve the state of samadhi. That is, he may not be able to be established in the truth before he dies. If he is not able to do his dhyana, meditation properly, he doesn't remain in samadhi in the prescribed time, then his that action which enables him to attain Swarga or any of these heavens, you have to perform action. The action will have results. That way, results will give you punya phala. The punya phala will take to Swarga. If that action also is not taking place, then he will be neither there nor here. It is said in the Shastras that if he is not able to do upasana of Vishnu or Devatas, then he will not go to the Vishnu Loka or Devata Loka, Deva Loka. He is distracted and he is not able to do puja, upasana, then he will not go to that Deva Loka also. Then another matter, that person is halfway. He is not doing any papa. He is not engaged in any evil actions also. He is not a dushta purusha. He is a sat purusha, but halfway. So that person will also not get, wrong yoni, dur yoni, they say. That means he will not get a janma in a evil society or evil family. So he will not get a durgati prapti also. The gati will be there, but that gati will not come to a evil path. So what happens? So that what path, what gati will be taken by the person who passes away before achieving yoga or getting distracted halfway? What about is such a person? See, he has already done so much of practice in this life. What about his results of his past lives? Obviously, to come to this state, all of you who are already on the path of jnana or spiritual practices, this state you have come through the punyas or the result of the actions of the past lives. It is not only this life. What good you have done in the previous lives also, that result is here. That means in the past lives also, previous lives also, you have done some good work. What about that result? Where that will go? If it just passes away now. So there are three things now. You have developed a devotion for the Bhagavan. Bhakti for Krishna or Narayan or Mahadev. We have developed devotion. That bhakti will continue. Okay. Then yajna, dana, tapas, whatever you are following, that will continue. Only your mind is distracted. Number one. Number two, you have got the fourfold qualifications, Viveka Vairagya. So that will also continue. You will also continue to have your own Varna Ashram. Varna Ashram means the Chatur Varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, whatever Varna you are born with, you will continue with that. And Ashram also, you will continue. Number two. Number three is, by doing this, the person also will get Chitta Suddhi. Chitta Suddhi means what? Purification of the mind. Whatever he has practiced so far, he will also get purification of the mind. So, how does a person get purification of the mind? He is doing Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Yoga, Dhyana, all that he is doing. So, his mind also is purified. So, and what happens is he develops a notion, not a notion, but a habit of surrendering to the Lord. Habit of surrendering to the Lord. Okay. So that Saranagati is the main thing. That he has already developed that, even though his mind is distracted. Okay. Can a person lose all these results? I told you 4 types of results. Can a person lose this? No. Even if he accidentally dies, even if he passes away halfway through, as I say, can he give up all this? Or the jiva? I'm talking of jiva, not this body. Can the jiva will give up? No. The punyas, whatever is there, it will continue. What happens to the mind if it slips away from this yoga? And sometimes yoga भ्रष्ट people also yoga छोड़ के भोग में चल जाते हैं, indulgence. So a person who continues in the Saddha, in Vairagya, he will get the result. He can lose the pleasures of this world. He can lose the pleasures of the other world, but he will still have his bank account full with all these virtues that he has already gained. So his all the punya, karma phala, whatever gained throughout the result of the previous life or this life, that also will continue. Even if he gets a rebirth, that also will continue with the results of last lives on this life also. That will not go in vain. So sometimes they say that it will be, his results will be scattered like a cloud. Krishna in the next, this is the question by Arjuna, but Krishna will give the result after that. He will reply after that. Will Sloka number 38. Kaschinno bhayabhigrasta छिन्नाभ्रमिव नश्यति
छिन्नाभ्रमिव नश्यति
अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो
अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो
विमूढो ब्रह्मणापति
विमूढो ब्रह्मणापथि
कश्चिन्नो भय विभ्रष्ट. Sit erect. Keep your hands on the feet on the ground totally. And or if you are sitting cross-legged, you sit cross-legged. Keep your hands on the knees. Eyes gently closed. सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति
शांति शांति.
Dhyana to be done at a place which is secluded, where there is no movement of other people or distractions. So place you must choose, maybe your puja room or a room which is not visited by many people. Imagine where you are doing the dhyana every day. While doing meditation, you must choose a time. The time should be conducive for silence and inner growth. Normally, the time is Brahma Muhurta. Early morning, a good time. Evening also can be there, or before bed also you can make. The place, the time. Now, asana also, as stated in the Gita, not very high, not very low, just comfortable. When I am saying something, you imagine what you are doing at the time of your meditation, which asana you are taking, which place you are sitting, what time you are sitting. The posture is important. You must have your seat in a Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana or Sukhasana or any posture that is comfortable to you. Sometimes you are not able to sit in that position longer period. You can change a little bit, but don't get distracted. Eyes gently closed, but not that you cannot do dhyana with open eyes. The purpose is to not have additional distraction from the outside world. Next, after sitting in these positions, time, one thing you must remember, practice. The practice should be regular, same time, same place. Okay. Your asana, you should also keep the same. If you do more number of times, it's okay. But try to do the dhyana at the same time every day, at the same place every day. In meditation, the purpose is to know the self. The knowing the self is achieved through concentration. Concentration of the mind is strongly advised in Yoga Sutra. In Vedantic meditation, it's not necessary that you will have no thoughts. Concentration, yes, but instead of having no thoughts, you can have thoughts of Bhagavan, Brahmakara Vitti. The thoughts of basically you try to reduce the number of thoughts, increase the quality of thoughts. If your mind is going away little somewhere, you do not try very hard to get it back. You get it back slowly, let it go, let it come. You take up a passage from scriptures, a mantra or a sloka from Gita or anywhere else, and dwell on this during your meditation. Dwell means the meaning of the mantra again and again you think of it. Thoughts will be there, but that thought will be of the truth, Brahman or Bhagavan. Today we will take up a sloka from Brahma Jnanavali Mala. Brahma Jnanavali Mala by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmeva Naparaha Anena Vedyam Satsastram Iti Vedanta Dindima. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jiva Brahmeva Naparaha Anena Vedyam Satsastram Iti Vedanta Dindima. Brahman is the truth. The world of objects and beings is illusory. It exists, but it is illusory. It comes and goes. Jagat Mithya. The Jiva and the Brahman, they are not different. Jiva is a individuality, the egocentric sense of individuality, I-ness. And Brahman is a total I-ness. This is one. This has been described in many of the Upanishads. This is what the Vedanta declares. Brahman is Advaita, not two. Jagat is many, is full of names and forms. On the substratum of the reality of Brahman, these names and forms are illusory. It comes and goes. Just like the ocean is always there. The waves with different names and forms, they arise and subside. That is Mithya. The Jagat is like the waves and ocean is like the Brahman. अंतर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योति प्रत्यक ज्योति परात्पर ज्योतिर्ज्योति स्वयं ज्योति आत्मा ज्योति शिवोस्म्यहम्. That Brahman is the total and the macro cosmic world. I, the self, the Atma, is the micro world. I am the light within, Antarjyoti. The light within and the light outside. The innermost light and the supreme. I am the light of all lights. I am self-effulgent. I am the light of the self. I, the Shiva, auspicious. I am the auspicious one. Atma Jyoti, Shiva Smile. You see the objects of the world with the light of the sun in the daytime. In the night, you see those objects with the light of the lamps or the moon or something like that. So you require some outside light to see the outside objects. But how do you see yourself? That is Antarjyoti. You have lightly closed your eyes. See within. In the mind's eye, you can see all the faces, all the objects, all beings. That you can see with your own inner light. The innermost light illumines everything inside. I am the innermost light. I am the self, and I am self-effulgent. I, the Atma, I am the innermost self. I am self-effulgent. Swayam Jyoti. I am Atma Jyoti. I don't need another light to see myself. Close your eyes and you see within. You can take your mind to each and every part of the body. You can Focus on the legs and ask the legs to relax. Focus on the hands and instruct the hands to relax. The whole body also relax. Each and every organ of the body can ask them to relax. A relaxed mind, relaxed body is best for meditation. And that you are doing with your Antarjyoti. The effulgent light within. That light is nothing but the Antaratma, the self within. You don't require another light to light up the sun. Same way, you don't require another light to light up the Antarjyoti. Light inside is the light of the self, the Atma. These are the microcosm. Outside is the Brahman, the macrocosm. Everything, including the stars, planets, galaxies, are part of the Brahman. The light here and the light there, there is no difference, that is one. Everything else is projection of the mind. Brahman and Atma are one. जीवात्मा परमात्मा एक अद्वितीय. I am that Jivatma. Expand your consciousness. Expand your drishti. It goes to the srishti, the world. Go beyond this world, beyond the universe, beyond the cosmos. One Brahman, one Paramatma, pervading everywhere, including me, the Jivatma, the self within, is one and only Advaitam Brahman. All these objects of this world and in the universe, the solar system, their projections, they come and go. But the Brahman is eternal, Shaswat. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jivo Brahmeva Napara Anena Vedyam Sasastram Iti Vedanta Dindim. I am the Jivatma. I am that Swayam Jyoti, the self-effulgent Atma. I am that Atma Jyoti. I am that auspicious Shivam, all-pervading consciousness. Consciousness is one. Consciousness in me, you, throughout the universe, it is the one understand. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Not only in words, but this is my Dhrida Nishtha. That established knowledge, unflickering knowledge. I strive to live with this knowledge throughout the day. Antarjyoti, Bahijyoti, Pratyak Jyoti, Paratpara, Jyoti Jyoti, Swayam Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, Shivosmam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hold on to this thought as long as you can. Do not go and mix with people, even in the family. As long as you can, you be in this thought. And throughout the day also, live with this thought, the expansive idea that I am the Brahman. I am not this world. I am not the body, mind, intellect. I am the Brahman. I am the Atma. Thank you. We'll close it now. Hari Om.